It all started with my mother wanting to go out and have a little bit of fun. But by the end of the evening, she was not herself. Walking along the street with no one there to help, she was hit by a car. At that moment, I lost my mother. I also lost my best friend. I have so many regrets about that evening. I wish I was there to help her walk along the street. I wish I was there to watch over her, and I wish I had never let her go by herself. After I lost my mother, I felt pain, loss, and hopelessness to the point where I felt dead inside. I would not talk for days, and every time I would talk, it would be a voice full of anger and regret. I began to not care about anything and anyone. I gave up being involved in school. I started backing away from friends little by little as time passed by. I was emotionally overwhelmed, so I moved away to live with my brother for a while. 6 hours away might have been good for my emotions, but it was bad for my academics. I was still enrolled in school despite of me moving away. Things did not work out up north, so I decided to return. I soon realized that I did not have a place to call home. I was left without a place to live because I was not comfortable living with my stepfather without my mother. Thankfully, one of my closest friends and her family gave me a place to stay. However, living with my friend was not as easy as I pictured it would be. Sharing a bed, a bedroom, and personal space is now how I imagine my life. I found my way to student success looking very bleak. I was a 17-year-old with a stepfather that has not been there for me through the hardest times. I had too many people that wanted to see me fail, and without my mom, I had nothing to motivate me. Just getting out of bed for school was a constant struggle. Thankfully for my avid supporters, Mr. Marciano Flores, importantly, Mrs. Jenna Ogden, I always knew Avid was like family. Everything we accomplish together no matter what the situations are. Our discussions brought sense into my life and it kept me moving forward and on top of my academics. Education is the way out, said it all. That is when I realized I had to manage and fix what I needed to fix. Focusing on improving my grades was challenging because of how much I needed to make up. Add that to keeping up with current homework as well as helping out at home, and the path seemed almost impossible. Thankfully, I had Avid to teach me organizational skills and time management. While opening my binder for a binder check, I thought to myself that at least I had a portion of my life in order the way I wanted it to be. Controlling what time I did homework and chores allowed me to believe I can move on. In all, Avid has taught me one great lesson. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Now I realize that I cannot control my mother leaving, but I can control what happens to me. Being in the Avid program motivated me to be a successful student by setting higher expectations for myself. Completing my goals was the only thing I had in mind. Meeting my A through G requirements, graduating high school, and going off to college kept me moving forward. I wish everything that happened to me differently. I now realize I cannot change the past. I need to make the best of what I am given. Not only because I want to, but also to make my mother proud of what I have made out of my life. My way has not been easy, but the many obstacles I have faced motivated me to do better and break that cycle of negativity. I will be the first generation college student, if only to make my mother smile from above. Thank you.